evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the pleasure of your company over the last 7 years. Yeah, so many lovely Melburnians who are going through some difficult issues, who got over them, and you know, we've heard so many stories on the couch here, inspiring Melbourne with their stories. And what I like about the people on the couch, very real, very authentic, no social masks. You know, it seems to be such a pretentious world sometimes, isn't it? We walk down the street there, Church Street, Brighton. How are you? I'm great. How are you going? I'm fantastic. You know, you find out later they've just gone through a bit of divorce and, you know, are seeing a psychiatrist every 2 weeks. You know, no need to wear masks. Just live dangerously and be a bit more authentic and even think about, you know, sort of forgetting about our problems for a while and you know, really showing a bit of loving kindness to other people. On tonight's couch, a beautiful couple. In 2008, they were happy, doing great things together, smiling a lot. Now, unfortunately, they're both very depressed. But I'll let you hear the story from Steve. Good to see you. Thanks for coming, and Daniela. Yes, God bless you. Yeah, you look very happy, and you look like everything's going very well. But tell the viewers about your story of 2009.
2009, I was working. I was very happy. Loved waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And just one day, it was unfortunate. I was just carrying my piece of paper to the desk, and next thing I just seen the light, and I had an out-of-body experience, and everybody was just all around me, taking barbecue boxes off me. It was a very peaceful place, just to let you know.
What sort of work was it? What sort of
There's
job?
nothing there.
What were you doing though?
Pick-packing orders. It was for Spotlight.
Right, in a big factory.
In a warehouse, yeah, in a warehouse.
And what happened, folks? Something dropped on her head, something very big, and she died for a while. Is that right? You died?
Yes.
Yeah.
A barbecue
God bless you.
actually struck me at the back of my head, which weighed 60 kilos, and the rest just came tumbling down on me.
What time did you leave home that morning?
4 o'clock. No, sorry, I started at 4, so about 3:30 in the morning.
You left at 3:30 in the morning. Did you say goodbye to Steve? Kiss him goodbye?
Yes.
And Steve, when she came back, she didn't come back the same woman, did she?
No, she was a totally different person, and I was in shock.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know I didn't know what to think.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So, where were you? You were at work when you got a phone call from work?
Yeah, I was driving at the time, and I got a phone call from
My brother's
Daniela's brother's
fiance.
fiance, and she was working there as well. And she tried to say calmly on the phone what had happened, but it was really serious.
And they really cleaned it up really quick.
Yeah.
She told me. They cleaned it up really fast.
What did they clean up?
The blood off the ground and everything.
Yeah, isn't it amazing, folks? People don't put their hands up very often. It's all about these days in this litigation, you know, society where we're trying to sue each other, and workplaces, quite often they don't do the right thing. You know, typical example, try to clean up very quickly, and you know, everyone's worried about the dough, you know, having to pay up. But it's quite amazing, isn't it? It's quite disgraceful, really, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
It's all about the money, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 And you're still waiting for the money after all these years. You know,
Well,
a
you
fair
need
income
to
business would say, yes, we've mucked up. This is definitely a case of negligence, and would make a significant offer because lives have been ruined. But no, everyone's trying to hang on to their money and line their pockets. Just disgraceful behaviour. But you know, I look at you guys. You're good looking. You're young. You're healthy. But things aren't the same. Steve, you can't work anymore. You dropped into a state of depression as well, my friend.
Yeah. As I was watching Daniela deteriorate over the months and the years,
Not being there anymore.
she wasn't there for everyone anymore, because she was always the person that would do everything.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden the roles have switched, and now it was time for everyone else to be there for her, and there was no one there for her. So responsibility came down on me, but I wanted to because I love her and I care for her.
That's beautiful.
And you don't want to leave the person in pain and suffering and all alone, because they don't know what's going on.
With Daniela having changed, have there been also some low periods when you've got guys that had massive blues in the relationship?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
where we just want to walk out.
Yeah, thanks for
just
your
wanna-
honesty. It happens to all of us, doesn't it? We all have big blues in the relationship. But isn't it funny, you know, everyone's talking about having big blues, walking out, moving out to that little apartment, and then all of a sudden a ball comes up at the Crown or something, and you'll sit on that table with 10 people, having your entree, having your champagne, and you know, everyone puts on their social masks, and everybody pretends to be happy. And then 2 weeks later, you find out, you know, one partner's killed another, or they've had an affair or something. It's, you know, it's funny, isn't it, how the masks people wear, isn't it? But you guys are beautiful. You're authentic and real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how old are you now?
I'm 35.
Yeah.
And I'm 34.
Yeah, I can read people very well, and I can tell, Daniela, how you were before. You would have been the life of the party. You would have been
Yes.
extremely confident. You're very confident, but you're very mellow. It's almost like you've been to a Buddhist meditation camp for a month.
I meditate all day. I put incense on and just
Good on ya.
practice. And I bring the Spirit of God inside me and I pray.
And I do the same, folks. I talk to God every day, you know, and I don't think there's any need for a formal relationship, or, you know, to read formal prayers. I just talk when I'm feeling down, and whether it's the universe or the law of attraction, but you know, there's always a rescue coming, and it always turns to unfold just nicely. You know, it really does. And the meditation, which I've been doing for 17 years now, is so necessary in my life. It just keeps my mind very calm and makes me a bit more real, you know. And it really gets rid of the social masks, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You know,
It
you really
strips it.
turn into an open book, and you're not like this anymore, you know, trying to please the crowds. That's what unfortunately so many people do. They try to please everybody, but they forget to make friends with themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after you're beating yourself up because
Yeah.
you weren't real.
You're just a shell, you're pleasing everybody else.
And then after I'm taking it out on him.
Yeah,
That happens.
happens.
Yeah.
How have you changed, do you think? I think you're calm, you look great, you smile, but something, the mind can be heaven or it can be hell.
It's too fast.
Has it been hell?
It's hell. There's points of suicidal. I've tried self-medicating, as in drugs, marijuana, crystal meth,
Does
things
it make
like
it
that.
worse?
Actually, marijuana, I didn't like it.
No.
I didn't like the effect. But when I had crystal meth, I actually felt confident and I felt like I couldn't feel my pain anymore.
Yes.
And I had it again. And then after that, I said, no, Daniela, this has got to stop because you're taking prescription medication here. Stop it. And so, no, I don't.
Yeah, well, it's for sharing. You went through that exploration, and you're looking for
Anything for relief.
an answer, relief from the
The pain and the mind just going and the flashes that keep coming back all the time.
Yeah.
You know? Like you remember who you were before and then you see who you are today and it's like, where is that person?
You know, we'll be walking down the street and she'll see a red Commodore and she'll be like, oh, geez, I can't look there. Or she'll hear a beeping of a forklift and she'll
we
just
might
go
talk
into
about
that. She'll go into that freeze mode where it just takes over and it goes back to that day because it was so traumatic.
And we might talk about how she changed and how you're coping after the next break. But it's tough times never last. Back shortly with Steve and Daniela. Welcome back to the show. I'm Michael Kazilny, and thanks very much for saying g'day. And saw a bloke this morning. He was all happy, but then he told me how he lost his young daughter, leukemia. She was only 12, and he was blooming with his wife, and she took off. And you know, he said he's got to put on a front every day so he can pay child support. But a lot of people going through some tough issues, and especially in these cold winter months, people are getting depressed. You know, even if they're not depressed usually, they're getting depressed. Seasonal depression, people who are depressed anyway get even more depressed because of these cold, long winter nights. But remember, things always get better. And one thing I learned when we are going through those big, tough knocks in life, no need to escape, no need to run away, no need to hide. no need to fix things. We're always going to fall. Just when we are there in the moment, just make friends with yourself. You don't need people to fix it. People will just give you bullshit answers saying get over it. But just spend time by yourself and your loved ones, and really enjoy that solitude and make friends with yourself, because basically we are alone in this world. We're all living our own dream. We all come here by ourselves, and then we're going to die by ourselves. And that's one thing, Daniela. Not many people talk about death.
No.
But I always think about death, how
It's
when it
peaceful.
happens to me, and it could happen any day, that's the house, that's the kids, that's the wife, it's all gone, all that stuff. So I'm not really attached to that sort of stuff anymore.
No, not the material.
No.
No.
Because I think even now at the age of 47, even if I won $10 million, big deal, maybe 5, 10, 20 years of enjoyment, but we're on that down path journey anyway, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in a way, aren't we? It's not going to last.
Yes.
The dream's not going to last forever, is it?
That's right.
So I think we might as well celebrate life today.
That's right.
Do you think?
Yes.
Can we celebrate life?
We can. We can make that change.
Good.
And we can do that. We
So
can
when-
embrace it.
So when you go home tonight, can you celebrate life for the rest of the week?
I can, because I've seen you.
Good. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, I want you to celebrate life, and even when the mind starts, talking, that negative
Yeah.
chit chat, just tell her to shut up.
I do.
I
I say, go away, get away from me.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
Just think of people
I'll
like the guy with the AIDS who died, or Brendan Stroud there in the wheelchair, and
Yeah,
think
like,
of all those.
for example,
yeah,
the insurance company that I'm fighting against,
yeah,
my mum had an accident as well, and she's under the same insurance company as I am. And unfortunately, my mum got very sick and she passed away from cancer
God bless her. When was that?
last year.
Oh.
And this insurance company decided to pay her 2 weeks before she passed away.
Oh,
So what's that money going to do? Obviously, it was for the funeral.
but sorry, insurance company for what? Was it a workplace accident?
Yes. Yes, she had a injury as well.
Gee, it's been a difficult time for both of you.
So we've seen a lot.
Open up, bro. Open up.
Yeah.
You said there's a lot more in there. Just
Talk,
let it
Steve.
all
Yeah,
out.
there's
Tell us
there's a
about-
lot of issues that people don't realise
No.
that are going on behind the scenes that people don't see every day.
Sure.
And you see the people that you've known most of your life,
Yeah.
and they expect that same person to be there still today, but they don't realise how much Daniela's changed or I've changed, and they think,
No.
they're still the same. But there's a fine line, and the amount of things that go through the day are just incredible.
It's
And you've got to be, at the end of the day, we go to bed and say we're grateful for this and we're grateful for the food.
Thank you
Yeah.
that we have food today.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
that I could
a roof
pay.
over your head, and
Yeah.
just those small things that people take for granted, And I don't think
Thank
people
you,
realise
I've got
No.
legs to walk today.
That's a good point, isn't it? Really show gratitude every day for the positive things. I mean, we all have lives full of negatives and full of positives. Unfortunately, some more negatives than positives, but try to concentrate and be grateful for, the good things. And keep photos of your loved ones, but try to eradicate your past, all that bad stuff that happened in the past. No need to reflect, no need to go over it, and keep on talking about it. I was saying to the team before there, I was speaking to this rape victim who kept on going to the psychologist every 2 weeks, always revisiting that rape, how she got forced down on the ground, and her bra was torn, and she was remembered the semen running down her leg, and this psychologist just put her through the same horrific picture all the time. And she was always crying until she saw the psychologist again, and after that she stopped seeing that bloke, and she just started overriding all that, and she didn't revisit the past, and now she's got a smile on her face, met somebody special, and finally,
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know whether it's a good idea revisiting the past all the time.
It's
A
not.
lot of psychologists probably say, stop to say that, you're not qualified at that, but
you need
You know.
change in your life.
You want to go
You're
forward.
constantly evolving as a person, and
They-
you're changing, and you're looking forward to something good.
because we can't change the past, folks, The
No.
past is really dead time. It's really just the now, and it's a beautiful moment right now, sitting here with these beautiful brothers and sisters here, and in the future, who knows? You know, we might end up finishing in 5 years, 10 years, who knows? So we can't always wait until that happens, you know, because some people live like that, don't they? That until I can't be happy until that, and all of a sudden they're 80 and they've passed on, and they were never happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why is that?
The mind, conditional happiness, because the mind's always looking for the negative, isn't it? So we've almost got to fake ourselves into a happy mind sometimes when we wake up, you know, even try to tickle yourself maybe under the arms. So it's going to be a good day, isn't it?
Do something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I used to get very lonely too. I used to run around and, you know, sometimes you know, we all do, we get lonely, you know, even if we're with somebody. And you always want to do something, go and see someone, you know, go to a group, go to a party when I was younger. But then there's no need for all that nonsense. You know, we don't need to change the externals to make us happy. You know, everyone's trying to change the externals all the time, the people, the stuff, the houses, the money, but got to change the internals and, you know,
The inner self.
make life a daring adventure or nothing at all. Yeah?
Yeah. So what really kills me about all this is the negligence.
Yeah.
I can't believe
know.
that he picked me up off the ground, my boss,
Yeah.
and he put me in his red Commodore, and he took me to the GP, and I had 8 stitches in the head because there was a big ditch in the head, and everybody has said, Daniela, you are very lucky to be alive.
And I can understand, Daniela, how that's hurting you, darling, and how forgiveness cannot probably come until this is all finalised.
Yeah.
So I do sincerely wish that it's all finalised soon, you know, that they do, you know, cough up a bit of dough and that you guys can rebuild your lives and that you can shut that out of your mind and then totally and utterly forgive. Because resentment, I think, will keep on spinning around your head, yeah?
Yeah.
You just have to forgive.
It's there.
But we're going to talk about, in the next lot, we're going to talk about how you have fun these days. We'll be back very shortly with Steve and Daniela on Tough Times Never Last. Show Tough Times Never Last, and thank you very much for smiling tonight. Yes, everyone's getting through their tough issues, and if you're not, if you're going through the fire at the moment, you know, every problem really has a lifespan, doesn't it? I was saying to Steve and the lovely Daniela just before that you know, no need to wear masks. It's nice being just authentic, and there's always going to be people who are going to backstab and people who don't like you. Everyone's living their own world. Everyone's got the version of their own world, living their own dream, and some people aren't going to like things you say or the way you look, but no need to play to the crowd anymore. Just be yourself. You can just be yourself. You're a beautiful and unique human being, and I think one of the take-home lessons out of all these interviews is be completely independent towards the opinions of other people. And Steve, and you are, although you want to say a bit more. But look, both of you have been so down that you're both considered suicide. Amazing. Why you, Steve? Why you?
Well, I've seen Daniela go into the Albert Road Clinic 3 times now, and it's amazing that when she gets to that point where she's going to break down completely and just crawl into a ball and go into the corner and isolate herself, and she just can't come out of that phase where she's feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe this is the path that I'm on. Am I really this person? And then I see her break down, and I'll just question and go, Jesus Christ, I still can't believe it either.
Right.
And it's been 3 years, but I'm still in shock.
And Daniela, you get so down that you...
I go mentally crazy. I start losing my mind. I don't know who I am anymore. I lose my identity. I lose total feeling of myself.
Wow. And what happens then? Do you want to? Do you think? Are you
It's better off to be dead. Maybe I should just went that day.
And she says that a lot. She'll say, I wish I went that day.
Maybe because it was more peaceful over there, because I seen the other side and it is more peaceful.
It's amazing how the mind plays games on us, doesn't it?
And then you hear how people say to you, your family says, because I've lost 23 kilos since the accident because of all the stress and anxiety, you know, and the post-traumatic stress disorder, they say, oh, gee, you look so ugly, Daniela.
Yeah, that's not nice. That's nasty stuff, isn't it?
You ugly woman, or, you know, even what my father said.
Oh,
or
the
whoever.
European parents, they want everything to be perfect, don't they? They don't get it sometimes.
It's tough.
When are you going to have children, they say.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
I'm
hearing
on
it.
medication, hello.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing. They all try their best. They all try their best. All the lovely parents out there, God bless you. What I was going to ask you, sweetie, how do you end up at the clinic? Ambulance comes, or the CAT team? Has the CAT team ever been involved?
No, we just,
No.
Steve just drives me in.
Oh, that's nice. And they accept you there, and
You pay $200 and you're in.
and do you get do they? There's no. You haven't had the shock treatment or anything like that.
ECTs? No.
No, there's no need for that.
No.
No. They medicate
Just medicating,
you. Yeah.
therapy, intense,
Yeah.
and a lot of meditation work.
Oh, good. I was there a few weeks ago. I visited a friend of mine, and
And people are so nice in there.
everyone's very nice. You know, no one talks much. It's almost like a retreat. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all real in there.
they're all
They've
very
got,
real.
They've all got real problems.
Yeah.
When I'm in
And,
there, I feel more safe, and I can relate with everybody there because I
It's
understand
pity
it
we've got
all.
to go to the Albert Clinic to show, you know, to get some real people and you know, receive a bit of loving kindness. You know, every day when I drive from Brighton to the courts somewhere, whether it's Dandenong, Frankston, Sunshine, people are rushing. You know, they're rushing and they're cutting you off and giving you the bird. And if you're doing the speed limit on the freeway, or just under the speed limit, everyone cracks the shits and they want you to go faster. You know, why is it such a rushed world? I really say life's not an emergency. You know, road rage. Everyone's in a rush all the time, and
That's
then
what-
and then you catch up at the same red lights anyway, and they they're still angry.
Yeah.
A lot of angry people, isn't there? At least
There
you're not
is.
angry. You're both beautiful human beings.
We try to be.
I know you're going
We're
to be
angry
okay.
inside.
No need. Look, things will get better because it only happened in 2009. It's 2012 now. That's you know, that's a short time, but yeah, soon 2013 is going to be a completely different picture.
Oh, I hope to
You'll
God.
be celebrating. I'm going to be driving past. Where do you live now?
Where it be?
I'll be driving past, and you know, I'll be seeing the lights on at 11:30. Bottle of champagne,
Moet.
celebration. You know, maybe even in the bedroom. You know, a sign there if it's rocking, don't bother knocking. You know,
I hope so.
you know, things will go. Things will cheer up again. You know,
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah.
They will. But the meditation is, even though your mind is disturbed.
Yes, it's a roller coaster ride.
In a lot of our minds are disturbed, you know. That's why the calming of the mind is so
It's a
important.
lot of chatter.
Is the calming the mind helping, or have you just given it away? It's not working.
The other day I gave it away
Yeah.
because I had just too many thoughts. They just kept interacting. Like, it was just one after the
It just
the
makes
next.
you realise when we go into the stillness how slimy our minds are, isn't it?
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just- And you think, where are all these things coming from?
all these
Well,
thoughts, all these
Yeah.
fear thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
And I can hear people's
fear,
voices.
especially fear.
And everything.
And they
Fear of
say,
the
folks,
unknown.
fear of the unknown. Everyone, and so many of my clients I've represented over the last, you know, couple of decades. You know, the fear, always looking for fixed formulas. But you're such a beautiful couple. It's time to go, and we're going to have you on again next season. And I bet you
Yeah.
any money, it'll be a completely different story. You know, you've got beautiful smiles, but the smiles will be even stronger. Thank you very much, Daniela.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
for
Thank you
having
very
us.
much, Steve.
Thank
God
you,
bless you,
Michael.
and thank you very much,
May God
viewers.
bless you
Love
too.
and best wishes to you all, and remember to check out our Facebook page. I'm not very good at computers, but it'll be on the bottom of the screen. And please leave your comments. And if you're lonely at the moment, you can call me anytime, or you can call us here on Channel 31. All the best. Love and best wishes.